I'm just a little confused. I need you to explain something to me, okay? So, America has been downgraded. Their credit score has been downgraded from AAA to AA for the first time in the history of the country. 300 years or whatever. And people are trying to blame the credit rating agencies for the downgrade. I just listened to the president. He was talking. He was saying, the credit rating is more an issue of, us not being able to work these things out in a timely fashion and all this good stuff, and that everything's going pretty decently. And if we can get over this hump and that hump, and that's all good and fine. But why are people blaming these agencies that have been rating forever, and they've been taking their ratings, and dealing with them, but all of a sudden we're downgraded and the rating agencies are wrong? I have great credit right now. I get stuff all the time sending me for credit cards and this, that, and other, to accept this and it's free and no blah, 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 that, and other. But it hasn't always been that way, because when I was in college, I got my first credit card. They sent me this pre-approved offer. I had no credit at all, and I used it wisely for a little while. But after a while, I just went crazy. I was going on trips and stuff. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was having a good time. And I messed up my credit because I did not end up paying that off. Now, I didn't file bankruptcy because I figured, that's not even worth it. It's not enough money. I think the limit was only about $1,000. But I messed it up. But, I learned how to use, without abusing, this line of credit that I was giving by messing it up. I learned, and if America can learn from this, then it's a good thing. As far as, everybody blaming this person and that person and whatever, I just don't understand how someone can turn around and do that. If you can explain that to me, if you're much more involved and you know what's going on, then you explain it to me, because I don't really understand it. What I would like to say about the whole entire issue is that we do need a lot of reform here. And I just don't feel like our representatives are representing us, the common people, the majority of Americans, the 98% that is not uber wealthy, that is not powerful, in that they can spend money to hire lobbyists and to do all these things. I don't feel like we're being represented to the fullest, correctly, in a way that we would represent ourselves. And you can say, oh, well, the wealthy shouldn't have to pay more, but any other. But, there are even tax codes that are in place, and there are so many loopholes where businesses, huge businesses that are making billions of dollars of profits quarterly, and they are not paying the taxes that they should be paying because of all these loopholes. And the people who are against raising taxes are saying, oh, no, we won't even close the loopholes. What is that? If we have rules and laws in place, are some people just allowed to get out of them? We have other laws, and I know, like, if you're a police officer and you run a light and another police officer stops you, you probably are not going to get a ticket. Okay, I know that. That type of thing happens. But are these huge corporations going to put all of this deficit reform and all this onto the backs of the common people when they have billions of dollars in unused money that's being put into, foreign accounts and just being sat on, and we're going to allow it? 98% of the country, we're going to allow it. Explain this to me.